heads of state and government, and also the key takeaways that the delegation and investors should take away?
Well, the highlights, I think, were made very clear by His Excellency the President of Kenya and the incoming chair of the COMESA authority. The takeaways he highlighted at the concluding speech were very obvious, very clear highlights for the way forward, for the roadmap into the Kenyan presidency of COMESA. And we in COMESA are very happy to have such an active presidency. We know Kenya is a dynamic country, is a hub, commercial and economic hub. So he highlighted quite some very challenging targets. And I know, because of course we know President Ruto very well, he likes to challenge everyone, including perhaps himself. So he highlighted very obviously that he wants to do something about barriers to trade, tariff barriers, non-tariff barriers. And of course, those involved in trade in the continent know very well that it's very often about non-tariff barriers, not tariff barriers. So this can really make a difference. He set a very ambitious target of increasing intra-continental trade from the current meager figure of 15% to 50%. This is grandiose, to say the least. He also spoke about free movement of persons, which is very challenging in the continent because we can't hope for better integration without doing something about free movement of people, as the president put it, free movement of ideas as well. It's essential for integration. He spoke as well about supporting COMESA's institutions. He spoke very highly of the TDB Bank, which is based here in Nairobi as well, which was a source of pride for all of us. He also spoke about making good use of our resources because it's about time. We cannot just continue doing business as usual. Africa is very rich in resources, natural resources, human resources. But when it comes to natural resources, we can't just keep doing the same thing and handing out those very valuable and critical resources without any significant value addition. We need to do something about this. So I see this as a very ambitious plan into the presidency of Kenya.
Okay. The President of Kenya did mention the COMESA SADC EAC, tripartite trade-free area and adoption of member countries that are yet
Good, you reminded me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you mention that?
Well, he's been passionate about this. I know it just didn't happen today. He's been one of the strongest advocates of the coming into force of the tripartite agreement. And it is, of course, a stepping stone. This is how we see it. We have several free trade areas across the continent under different tracks, regional economic communities, including COMESA, which is the biggest. But then we have the continental one. So what is the bridge between both? The natural bridge is this tripartite, because it's almost identical with those rules and regulations governing the AFCFTA. So it can be a perfect stepping stone into the future.
Okay. What over credits? He did talk about the global financial architecture.
Yes, he did.
Having a credit scoring agency within the continent.
Yeah, this is what I meant to refer to when I spoke about his highlight on support to COMESA's institutions, including those financial institutions, because now we all know it too well that Africa is facing a financial crunch. We have a lot of financial challenges and difficulties. Many of our countries, if not a big majority of them, are facing debt distress. So resources are becoming even more a challenge. And at the same time that we need more resources, we go to international markets. And because of those risk assessments and risk perceptions about Africa, we have to pay so much, and it's unfair. We need to do something about this, and this is why, of course, it sounded very well with everyone that we need to rely more on our financial institutions, like TDB, ZEPRI, ATIDI. He mentioned them by name, so he knows them very well.
Okay. What are your thoughts on the digital payment system that is being rolled out in Zambia?
It's a revolutionary one. It's just not an easy thing to do, but this is something that we've been doing in COMESA. We don't shy from challenges. We try our best. But this is coming to the fore. I'm like seeing daylight now with this, with the unveiling and then the soft launch soon. It takes a lot of coordination with central banks because in the end it's about foreign exchange reserves, the settlement. We're really very enthusiastic about it and the impact it could have on the continent.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.